I think I probably really rode my first pony when I was 2. I can't think of a day I wasn't surrounded by horses. I don't know that I knew what exactly my goal was, other than I knew I was always going to ride. I knew I was always going to do this. I grew up in Virginia, Harrisonburg, Virginia, and my mother was as horse crazy as we were, so that's how we got involved. And she trained a little bit some students up there, and so I just remember, I can barely remember it because we left there when I was 5, but we behind our house was a field, and the horse was in the field. And I think when I was 3, my mom looked out the back window and I had gone over to the fence, climbed the fence, and gotten on the horse loose. And I'm sure it gave her a complete heart attack, but I just had no fear. My first 2 ponies were so difficult, and I loved them more than anything. I mean, you know, when they throw me off, I still loved them. So then I think what it did for me when I got my 3rd pony, she was really ugly, and at first I didn't want her because she was pure white with blue eyes and 1 brown ear, and my other ponies had been beautiful. So at first I just thought, well, I don't want this ugly pony, but she was the best pony ever, and never did anything wrong, and really got me learning how to jump and compete and get to a higher level within the state of Georgia, and got me recognized by my future trainers. Well, I was so fortunate. Our family had very little. My grandmother had bought me the pony. When I had to sell her, and we had no money to continue, and just as luck would have it, there were 2 people from Atlanta, Georgia who trained ponies, but they didn't have a rider. And so they phoned my mother and they said, you know, would your daughter be interested to come and ride our ponies? And that's how it all started. So I think when I was 11, I went to sort of work for them. Obviously I was in school, but in the afternoons I would go to the barn, which was Hunter Hill Farm, Kathy Paxson and Ann Keenan, and I'd work. I'd, you know, ride the ponies and take care of the ponies and clean the tack and clean the stable and clean the stalls. And you know, I learned so much about not just riding but horsemanship through that experience. I didn't ride many horses. I rode usually never more than 2, or competed more than 2. I had 1 very nice horse named Winningham that I focused my whole junior career from 15 to 18 on. And had good success with him. He was a difficult horse, and he took all of our time to get him to where he would be good. But after that, I turned amateur because I was going to college, even though I still kept telling my father, I don't know why we're wasting the money for me to go to school because I'm going to ride horses. I did that for a year, and then said to my father, you know, I really want to do this sport. So I just turned professional and started up my own business, and yeah, it's just gone on from there.